In the heart of a lush forest, a great lion was fast asleep. The sun dappled through the leaves, creating a peaceful scene. Nearby, a tiny mouse scurried along, her whiskers twitching. She was on a mission to find the tastiest seeds. Lost in her search, she didn't notice the massive creature in her path. The tiny mouse, completely unaware, darted forward. She accidentally ran right across the lion's nose. The lion woke with a start, his eyes snapping open. A loud roar echoed through the trees, startling all the forest creatures. He blinked, trying to focus on the tiny intruder. With a swift movement, the lion placed his huge paw over the mouse. The mouse trembled, realizing her grave mistake. "Forgive me," cried the mouse, her voice barely a squeak. Tears welled up in her eyes as she pleaded for mercy. "If you let me go," she continued, "I promise I will repay you one day." The lion roared with laughter, a deep rumbling sound. He couldn't imagine how such a tiny creature could ever help him. "Repay me?" he chuckled. "What could you possibly do?" But he was amused by her audacity and her desperate plea. With a shrug, the lion lifted his paw and let her go. The mouse scurried away, grateful for her life. A few days later, the lion was enjoying a stroll through the forest. He was strong and confident, the king of his domain. Suddenly, he stepped into a cleverly hidden hunter's net. The ropes tightened around him, trapping him completely. He roared in anger and frustration, pulling against the strong fibers. But the net held fast, and he couldn't break free. The little mouse, who was nearby gathering berries, heard the familiar roar. She recognized the lion's distress and remembered her promise. Without hesitation, she ran towards the sound, her tiny heart pounding. She reached the spot and saw the lion struggling in the net. Quickly assessing the situation, she knew what she had to do. The mouse began to chew through the ropes with her sharp little teeth. She worked tirelessly, gnawing and biting, determined to free him. The lion watched in amazement as the tiny creature worked. He couldn't believe that this small mouse was saving him. The ropes began to fray and strands started to break. The mouse continued her relentless work, her jaws aching. Finally, with a final snap, the last rope broke. The lion was free. He stepped out of the net, shaking his mane in relief. He looked down at the little mouse, his eyes filled with gratitude. "You saved me," he said, his voice filled with emotion. "I never thought you could actually help me." The mouse smiled, proud of her accomplishment. "I promised I would repay you," she squeaked. "And I always keep my promises." From that day on, the lion and the mouse became great friends. They spent their days exploring the forest together. The lion protected the mouse from danger. The mouse kept the lion company and made him laugh. they learned that friendship knows no size or strength. The lion realized that even the smallest creatures can be powerful. The mouse learned that even the largest creatures can be kind. Their unlikely friendship became a legend in the forest. Animals from far and wide came to hear their story. It was a tale of gratitude, loyalty, and the power of friendship. The lion and the mouse taught everyone that kindness is always rewarded, and that true friends can be found in the most unexpected places. They lived happily ever after, the best of friends,